And we're back with another episode of 20 Below. The channel with humor so dry it's like a fine wine.
It's like Britain on a sunny day.
Naota is in control of the boy as we play Limbo, and we venture forth into Limbo.
We're stuck in this land, and we don't really know why.
We do not know why. Hey, look, there's a weasel.
You know, okay, but I gotta say these aren't my favorite.
Are you talking about these leeches?
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah, they are kind of annoying, and they occur several times. So, a while back,
A while back.
I was talking to a former colleague of mine, and somehow the discussion came up that yes, I enjoy playing video games, and his response was, video games are for children, and I should not be playing them because I'm an adult with a child.
Yeah, sure. Let him play this game and see how he feels about it.
So what do you think, Naota? Are video games for children? Are we just big babies?
I have to be completely honest and say that I'm a child at heart, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask this question. But I disagree wholeheartedly. I think that video games appeared in pop culture around the early 80s.
Yeah.
And because of that, we might be the first, or one of the first generations to actually play video games in their golden years. And I look forward to it.
Yes. It looks like you've activated the rain machine.
I've activated the trap card.
This person also told me that I shouldn't drink soda because it's bad for me. Well, so is beer and cigarettes, but I still enjoy those.
Did he tell you to invest in gold and keep your money in the mattress?
No, I didn't go that far.
Okay, well, vet your sources. Always vet your sources. Always ask, how do you know? How do you know these things? It's very important.
So, for those viewers out there, this is actually our second time recording because the first time I had switched mics in the middle of the recording session and did not connect it to the recorder, so no audio was captured, and we lost.
20. You got a new headset, right?
Yes, a new headset from you, Naota. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. Always happy to be part of the channel.
But so we lost about 6 videos worth. We were pretty much done with the game, and we're back here. It's a little bit frustrating, but such is life, I suppose.
It's okay. We were actually just talking a little bit about execution before we got to the start of the video, and how I thoroughly enjoy this game, simply because even knowing what I have to do, I will know what I have to do for about, I don't know, the next 1/3 of this game. The execution is still really hard. It's really difficult. That's why, and like I was saying earlier, I'll never stop talking about games like Dark Souls, for example,
Right.
which are difficult, even though you know exactly what you have to do, exactly where you have to be. The execution of the game is supremely difficult. So that's something that I appreciate in this game, and hopefully I forget what it is I have to do next, but because that'll make it interesting. But for now,
Yes.
it's simply going to be about execution and trying to get as quickly through this game as possible.
Right.
Oh, right there.
You know,
execution.
I've never actually played Dark Souls. I've heard a lot about it, never played it.
I encourage you to play the game. It's a
Oh.
fantastic series in both depth, lack of depth, and complexity
Mhm.
in every sense of the word.
And just so the viewers know, Naota and I are not in the same place, so what he's doing and what you're seeing is slightly behind what he's doing.
Yes, for those
Because
viewers out there
I
that are
am,
aware.
we are recording him playing remotely, so it's a video of a video.
So if you hear some silence from me, that'll probably be because of one of two things. A, I don't want to spoil what happens next, or B, I am concentrating very deeply on not losing.
Yes, and I'll try to discuss things slightly off topic so that we can both be in the conversation instead of talking about the game directly. And really, I mean, what's going on is pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to narrate everything that you're doing because they can see what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, I believe earlier in the videos we were talking a little bit about the theme, of this game,
Yes.
and how some of those themes work throughout.
Oh yeah, lost your balloon. Oh, oh. You got it. You mean like the
What more can you tell me about the game without spoiling the story?
well, I
I
mean,
want to know a little bit more about the game so that I can discuss the theme even from a blind sort of perspective. Because we still haven't beaten the game.
right. And all we know is that we are a boy in Limbo, which is this realm between heaven and hell, or life and death. And we are looking for our sister who is also here. So this was, I think we talked about this in the first episode. Essentially, we are dead and our sister is dead.
Yes.
And we are going through this very, I would say, Earth-like world, because it started out quite primitive, and as we go on, it just seems to get more industrial.
Yeah, I have to, as a note on that, I have to completely agree that this game has gotten a lot more complex in the way its structure is built,
Hmm.
rather than the seeming ether that we arrived in.
Perhaps we're not only traveling through the world, but we were traveling through time as well.
Who knows?
This one is a bit tricky, even if you do know how to do it.
It really is. You gotta make sure you do the right things.
Do the right things, not the wrong things.
Just like this one. I believe this next trick here.
And I know we haven't really been looking for it, but there are like these egg things throughout the game, and if you find all the eggs, you can get some kind of achievement. They're hidden throughout the various levels, I suppose.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, we got one of the eggs way earlier back in the game.
Yeah.
And we just stepped on two now. I can't recall some of the other ones.
I don't know if those two that we stepped on actually count. They're usually hidden somewhere.
Okay, fair enough.
What do you think about minimalistic games? Sometimes, like such as this, that could be done really well. You don't need a lot of resources and glamour to make something look good.
I have to say that I love the minimalistic nature of this game. I really do. It's the simplicity brings out the complexity of it.
Right.
It's sort of like a dualistic nature in that sense. And as an added bonus, I also like minimalistic sort of style.
Right. But there are
I don't
some.
like gaudy things.
But there are some games that are minimalistic, but they just don't hit the mark and they're just bad.
Yeah. In some cases the thematics aren't good. The dialogue isn't good. I mean, this game has no dialogue. This game has no music.
Nope. It's all very silent. There's the ambient noises of the pipes and the water. But there is no...
Yeah.
And the water just turns black.
Yeah, it's really interesting how this game is all-encompassing,
Yeah.
but at the same time has almost nothing.
Definitely picks up to portray that this world that we're in is a very eerie and possibly scary nature.
I really want to hear some of that French music,
I'll see what I could do.
that French noir music. We got to do this,
Okay.
like right now as I'm speaking.
Well, we'll have to add it in post.
Sure. We'll fix it in post.
But it gives you a sense of like being lost and alone with how silent it is.
Yeah, this is definitely a lonely game, I'll have to say. I mean, you don't even know that you're searching for somebody. And if it wasn't for your description earlier, I wouldn't have known.
My one sentence description that was provided by Steam. I mean, I'm probably sure I could find more stuff if I looked it up on Wikipedia or whatever.
Yeah.
And now we're out of...
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that the one sentence really hits home because of how simplistic and minimalistic this game is.
Right.
I mean, if there's something more to know, we'll find out for sure.
Definitely. Now you're on some rooftops, swinging away like Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man, adjacent.
And like Spider-Man, you can't swim. So looks like it's still raining, or at least it's definitely still raining.
Oh yeah.
Now you're on top of the hotel.
What am I doing wrong here? There we go. You'll find out.
Yeah, I see you struggling to reach this lever.
So now it's like a let's play,
More or less.
except I fail a lot more.
And we're not explaining absolutely everything.
Absolutely nothing.
You know, I honestly don't particularly watch or enjoy watching Let's Plays.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't really enjoy those either.
like I'll watch other gaming YouTubers for the humor and just the type of game that it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't watch games to show me how to play a game.
Yeah, I watch games that show me, like I watch speedruns a lot. I enjoy those, and that's pretty much it. Speedruns and randomizers.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, the people that I watch the most are people who will play a game but talk nothing about the game. They'll just be completely off subject the entire time, talking about whatever, and I think it's hilarious.
Fair enough. I hear that. Oh, I don't think this is gonna be good for me here. No.
Oh, you got scaffold.
Okay, Act 2.
Well, I'll say, whenever you feel comfortable, we will end transmission.
What, yeah. I think that's a good place to end. Right where I'm at. Right where I stopped.
Alright. I'm waiting for you to stop right there. That looks good. Alright. We'll be back with another episode right after these important messages.